Hi, this is Abe, and today I'll be showing you how to use a Mac to flash stock firmware on your Motorola phone. Flashing stock firmware is really useful when you want to unbrick and recover your device, get rid of carrier bloatware, or just get it ready to transfer or sell your phone. Motorola provides software that lets you do this on a PC, but doing it on a Mac is not so straightforward. But don't worry. In this video, I'll walk you through the whole process step by step. I'll be using a 2023 Motorola Stylus 5G, but this should really work for most Motorola phones. Before we dive in, a word of caution. Flashing firmware will wipe all data, applications, settings, everything, so back up your data first. I'm using TWRP recovery for creating a backup of the whole system partition. I'll add a link in the description to a guide where you can install it, but if you would rather see me make a video about it, let me know in the comments below. Also, I should mention that flashing or rooting your phone can be risky, and even though it's rare, it's possible that you can break your phone or enter a boot loop. So make sure you follow all the steps and are aware of the risks involved. Now that you're aware of the risks and have backed up your phone, let's start by downloading the firmware image and flashing software. You'll want to make sure that you use the right firmware for your device model and carrier. For me, the model is Gene VN. My carrier is T-Mobile. But since it's unlocked, I can use the retail image. If you don't know your device name, a good trick is installing CPU-Z from the Play Store and checking the device tab. I'll share a link in the description to this mirror where you can download the firmware for most Motorola phones. Next, we need to download the flashing script. A huge shout out to Root Junkie who wrote this custom script that still works today. Once you've downloaded both files, extract both zip files and make sure to move the firmware files that we downloaded from the first website into the folder with the RSD script. Now that our files are ready, it's time to move on to the phone. Power off your phone. Then boot into the bootloader screen by holding the power and volume down buttons. This should open the bootloader screen. Now, connect your phone to your Mac using a USB cable. Now, let's get set up to actually flash your phone. Open a terminal window and change the directory to the folder we set up in step 1. An easy way to do this is to type in cd space and then drag and drop the directory to your terminal window. You can also type in pwd to verify that you're in the right spot. Next, you need to decide if you want to flash the service file or the flash file. The service file is good for minor updates, or if you're flashing the same version. But the flash file will do a complete reset and flash all partitions back to factory settings. If you want, you can open the XML files in a text editor and check the steps and partitions that each file will affect. You can also choose to remove a step if you feel like it's not required. In my case, I have a custom recovery installed and want to keep it. So I'll remove this line that's supposed to flash the stock recovery partition, and then save the updated XML file. Now that we're all set up, let's actually flash the phone. In the terminal window, go ahead and type /rsd-flash.sh space servicefile.xml or flashfile.xml. This is a way of telling your Mac that you want to execute instructions in the files you've chosen. I'll also type these commands in the description if you want to just copy paste it from there instead. Once you've typed this in, hit enter and you'll see a warning message which will ask you if you want to continue. Go ahead and hit enter and the flashing process should begin. You might run into a hiccup here where the Mac's security will block you from running the file. So go ahead and open the security tab in System Settings and allow the files. After you do this, you may want to start flashing again from the top. If you need to do that, you can go ahead and press Ctrl+C in the terminal and that should stop the flashing process. Once that's done, you can enter the same command again to try a second time. And if you've approved everything in the security settings, you should see that it's now trying to flash all the partitions in the terminal. Depending on your phone and file sizes, this could take some time, but you want to make sure there are not any strange error messages that pop up during this stage. Once the flashing is done, you need to reboot your phone. If you want to stop carrier bloatware from being installed again, you might want to remove your SIM card before you reboot your phone. On a side note, it's totally fine if you don't get a bootloader unlock message while booting up like I do. You don't need an unlocked bootloader as long as you're flashing official stock firmware. If you want to learn how to unlock your bootloader and install custom ROMs, let me know in the comments below. After you reboot your phone, you should see the same old Android setup screen. And there you have it. Your Motorola phone should now be reset to its stock firmware. And you did it all using a Mac. If this guide helped you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a guide on how to root this phone and some really cool use cases for root access that should give second life to that Android phone you have lying around. Thanks for watching. Abe out.